Hey everybody, welcome to Empower. I am your host, Kim. Thank you for joining me for another episode. Today we are going to talk about do right fast. Do right fast. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back, sis. We are family now. Let's jump right into today's topic. Do right fast. You know, when you take a long time to do something, a lot of times you don't do it. So you can decide, you can have plans, you can be thinking about it. You're really planning to go forward, but you get a slow start. Sometimes it's so slow that you don't start. This concept of do right fast is a part of my word for the year, my focus on personal growth and development for the year, because I am an overthinker, right? I process, I plan, I process, I pause, I procrastinate, I wait. At least that's been my habit. But I have been making myself consciously decide to stop doing that, right? It's a it's a process for me, but I'm continuing to push. I am making progress. I can see it. I can tell that there's a difference. There's benefits to it, which I am thankful for. But one of the things that I noticed that I have to do is I have to do it fast. Like I can't over research. I am a researcher in my heart. I love it to the point where sometimes I annoy people who are close to me. Especially if I'm like the person planning the itinerary for a vacation or anything, I'll load it up. I pack it full and I research. I'm like, oh, they're known for this and this is the kind of food. And I'm the person that if I'm going to a restaurant that I've never been before, that I'm looking at the menu beforehand and I'm deciding what looks good and what sounds good. I'm reading reviews about everything. Really, I was going to buy my daughter Dabney some erasers at the beginning of this lockdown situation from Amazon, because in Germany they closed down everything really quickly. And I was reading reviews about which eraser, what people thought. It sounds so crazy, but it's true. I did it. And I own it, and that's what I do. But doing that slows me down, impedes my progress. Sometimes I don't move at all. That's a problem in and of itself. So doing right fast, I have decided what the right course of action is, right? I thought about it. Last week's episode, we talked about daring to decide. So I have decided, I've thought it through, I've come to this conclusion. Now it's time for me to act on it. I have to do it fast. I can't sit around researching every eventuality. What might happen if I do it like this? What happens if I don't do it until then? What about da-da-da-da? Because I can go down this rabbit hole and never come out. And I know that about myself, especially if it's something that makes me uncomfortable and I don't really want to do anyway. I think we can all identify with that if we're honest. So this is why I have decided, no, once you come to the decision, you've waited, and I have even started giving myself time limits on how long it'll take me to decide certain things, to make sure that I don't spend time, I don't waste time on something that should be a 2-minute decision and I'm spending 2 weeks on it. It's ridiculous. So I have set time limits that correspond with what I'm trying to decide. If it's a big monumental decision that is life changing and it's going to have a ripple effect on those around me, and that deserves more time than a pair of sneakers or whatever. That shouldn't take 2 and 3 days. Try the sneaker on if you're around it. Decide, get it. Doesn't work, send it back, take it back. So I have put built-in kind of parameters to help myself to be successful. It has helped me so much. Consciously deciding, okay, you're going to do this. You're going to do it. This is the decision. It's made. Go. If you're a person that takes a long time to decide, I would suggest giving yourself time frames to come to a decision. If it's this kind of decision, if it's financial, if it's this or that, to set parameters for yourself. If you're a person who is too impulsive, set parameters for that as well. I don't tend to be impulsive. We just discussed that. But there are people in my life who are. So one of the things that I suggest is, if this is something that you're impulsive about, say you are one of those people who they make those shelves at the what are they called? The end caps at the cash registers. They are actually called impulse buy shelves. But if you're one of those people who, ooh, look at this, and they're getting you because you're looking at it, or you're one of those people who is, flashy pictures and commercials get you, then this is a suggestion that I have for you. If it's something over whatever spending threshold that you decide, that you say, okay, in 24 hours, if I still feel this strongly about said item, I'm going to get it. If in 24 hours I don't, and it's worn off, I won't get it. And just those kinds of decisions and parameters and boundaries help train your mind to interrupt the pattern of behavior that you've always had. If you're a knee-jerk person and you're like, man, this is it. Yeah, got it now. Doing this, going here. Give yourself 24 hours and see if you still feel the same. See if you're still thinking the same way about it. And if so, then okay, I thought it through. I've sat with it for a while. Some of you might need more than 24 hours. Some of you might need to give yourself 24 hours. If you're a person like me, you might say, okay, you got 24 hours to decide. Then I'm intensely thinking and planning and researching and thinking it through. We have to be proactive about making ourselves the best us. And if that's slowing down on my decision, if it's speeding up my decision and action, whichever personality you have, pick the thing that will help you be most successful. Because the truth is, whatever you're here to do, we need you doing it. Point blank, period. And it may never be on a global scale, but the people that you are assigned to reach are waiting on you to do what you're supposed to do, because you're assigned to them. They're assigned to you. They need what you have. You've gone through something that they can identify with. You've made it to the other side and you have some tips, or as my daughter likes to watch, life hacks about how to be successful at any particular thing. Don't allow the decision to sit with you so long until now it's passed and you missed the moment, you missed the opportunity. Because we don't always get a second chance to make that thing come to life. We don't always get that. We can't always create that. So don't allow yourself to miss out. Don't let us miss out on what it is that you're offering, what you have to give. I'm not letting you miss out. I'm not letting me miss out. I'm not going to leave this world full of all of the ideas and thoughts and things that come to mind. It may only reach a couple of people. A couple of people may only say, man, that helped me. One person may only say that helped me. But I know that I helped me because I got it out. We can't be so stuck on what may happen, who may see, who may not see, how successful it might turn out, which who determines that anyway? If it goes viral, is it successful? If you become a billionaire behind it, like, the success needs to be in completing it and knowing that you did it. I know this is what I was supposed to do, and I did it. That is my success. And that is the way that I think of it, and it helps me to process. If that helps you, great. I believe it will. Because so often we get hemmed up by what society says is a success, what they say isn't, what we think might work. We study trends or statistics or whatever it is. The success literally is, that's what I was supposed to do, and I did that to the best of my ability. You won. You won. And that's the end of that. So I just want to encourage you to do right fast, to get it done, don't wait. Just don't wait. Research, plan, execute. Don't sit and wait. That's all I've got for you today. Thanks so much for joining me for this episode of Empower. If you enjoyed it and you liked it and you would like to see more, you can go back and watch the previous videos on Facebook. You just facebook.com/MPOWHER. Follow me on Instagram, MPOWHER540, Empower 540. On Facebook, type Empower into the search box and then give me a follow. Give me a subscribe. My daughter would be mortified that I said follow and I meant subscribe for YouTube. But anyway, share it with somebody if you enjoyed it. Have a conversation. Let it spur you forward. Because like I said, we're all waiting on you to be exactly who God called you to be. If you enjoyed it, I hope you'll join me next time. I usually upload every Monday. I am in Germany, so that may be a different time or day. But if you follow me, you'll know because you'll get a notification. But anyway, I hope to see you next time, and thanks so much for joining me. Bye.